Hi guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial and I'm going to be using a palette that I have not used. I don't think I've even done a tutorial using it. No wait, I've done one, only one, and I've done the eye swatches and that is it. And it is actually a pretty expensive palette that I should be using more of. This one is the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. I'm going to do a look with this one today. And I want to do something brown, something more on the neutral side. I haven't done a neutral look in a while, so I thought why not and use this palette, which has very pretty shades in here, but I haven't done looks with them like in a tutorial. And then I'm also going to be trying out today the CC Cream by It Cosmetics finally. I told you guys in my declutter video that this one was one that I just have in my drawer. I have not used it, so today I'm going to try it out. I have it in the color Light. I'm hoping that it matches me. And then the rest of the products are just things that I already have and have been using for a while. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start off with my face. No, I'm going to start off with the eyes. Change my mind. I changed my mind because I wanted to use tape, and I don't really like to apply the tape after doing my foundation and my powder and stuff. I have before, but I don't always like it, and even though it's a neutral look, I still want it to look a little bit like still intense, you know, so I do want the browns to really show up and everything. It's just a color combination that I haven't done in a while. I did already do my brows. I did do very bold brows, and I already have the concealer too. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. I'll use the Tarte Shape Tape, and I want to use this mirror, so I think I'm going to have to, I'm probably going to take off this paper. I don't really like it, and I don't really think that I need the, you know, the names in here off, so I just, there you go, taking it off. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this brown right here on the top row, which is just a very regular simple light brown, and I'm going to use my M514, and I'm going to apply this one right here in the crease area, and this one's the one that I'm going to blend towards the top of my brow. And did I already say this is my M514? Yeah, I think so. This is my small little blending brush that I love. I'm going to go all the way to the tape, and I didn't tell you, but I didn't set my concealer, so it's still, it's like a little wet. It's like a little, it's not set, it doesn't have any powder on it. I'll take a little bit more. Since my concealer is wet, I think that's why it's again a little darker than what I was expecting, but I like this color of brown. It's just like a regular brown. It's not warm, it's not too cool, it's just pretty much regular on my skin tone. Lightly using whatever is left on the brush to go towards the brow, but I don't want to bring the darkness too high up to my brow. Lately I've been keeping my eyeshadows a little bit lower, and I feel like it looks better on my eye shape. But you know, sometimes I go all out and I go all the way up. It really just depends on my mood and what I want to do. So I think this is pretty good. I'm going to use another M514, and this time I'm going to use the darkest matte brown that's in this palette, which is this one right here. I'm going to focus this shade on the outer part of my eye and then slowly and very lightly blend it in. It is very intense, so I'm going to be very careful about it. I'm going to start right here on the tape and lightly bring it towards the inside. I'm not going to go up just yet because, like I said, it's really dark. And I'm going to concentrate this shade right here on the lower part of my eyelid. My eyelid space. So I've been recently doing my declutters. I have 2 already up on my channel. And I haven't filmed the other categories because I'm doing it slowly. You know, I'm not doing everything in one day. I'm going to take a little bit more eyeshadow and build this up. Not really build it up, but fill in the areas that don't have color on there. And so the next category is, I don't know what I'm going to do. So if you have any ideas that you know that you would like to see next, you want to see blushes, highlighters, bronzers, palettes, like eyeshadow palettes, and that way I know in advance. So far I already have up my foundations and concealers and my powders and my primers. Okay, so very lightly with whatever is still on my brush, I'm going to bring this towards the inner part of my eye. Not really all the way to the inner part, like all the way in there yet, but I might not. And I'm gonna also blend this out towards the top. So just like that. And then I'm gonna take the other brush that I was using and take the light brown that I was using at the beginning and then blend the dark one into the light one. This has like a little hair that's like poking me. Look at it on the side. It's going to the side. I need to cut this off because it's poking my eye every time I get close to it. take the other brush and again go into the dark brown and apply more color. Oh, I also ordered the ColourPop Wish Me Luck or something like that. It's the green palette, kind of like the purple one that I did a video on and eye swatches and looks with it. Very similar to that one. It's just a green color combination. So I'm excited about that one. If you didn't know about it, they did already. It was actually a surprise. Like, it was like, oh, we came out with this green one. It's available now, you know? Yeah, I did get it. So now I'm excited to do some green looks with it once I get it. So that way I can try it out, do some green looks. Maybe use the green mascara. Is there a green one? There's a teal one. Maybe there's not a green one. Okay, so this is pretty much it for this dark green shade. Like I said, I'm just leaving it very close to the outer part and pretty much on the lower part of my eye. I feel like I'm missing just a tiny bit right here on the... So there you go. That is it for the browns. And then I'm going to go in with the gold all over my eyelid. I haven't decided which one. I really like the middle one. Look at how beautiful that is. I don't think I've done a look with it. Let me swatch some of these. I'm going to swatch this one right here on this corner. This one. Let's just do all 4 of these and see which one I want to do. Oh, well. No, I won't do that one. Or maybe. Let me just go ahead and swatch it. We'll pick one. Ugh, they're all so pretty. How am I supposed to pick? I want all of them on my eyes. They're a little crooked, but you see how the bottom one has that green shift to it too? I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the bright gold right there, like that very deep, not deep, very intense orangey gold. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna wet my brush. This is the Morphe JH41. It is a flat synthetic brush, and I'm gonna use my Pixie Mist to just spray both sides so that way it's nice and wet. And I'm just gonna go like this so that way it makes it flat, or as flat as possible. It's pretty flat already. And I'm gonna take the orange one, the orange gold, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all on the inner part of my eyelid and towards the middle. Hopefully it looks okay because it looks very bright gold with the contrast of that dark one, the dark eyeshadow that I have on the outer corner. I feel like I'm going to prom. I'm going to take, I'm not going to take the same brush because it's too fluffy. I need something that's going to really pack on the shadow. I'm going to take my MAC 217 brush and pick up a little bit of the dark brown and go over this because I need to blend in the gold with the dark gold. But I don't want to use that little blending brush because I feel like it's going to spread out the product too much and it's not going to pack on top of the glitter or on top of the shimmer as nicely as I want it to. So just like that. Now I'm going to take the flat one that I have the gold on and go over that just to blend them in. So there you go. I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do on the top. And then I'm going to do the lower lash line after I do my concealer, and then I'll do my inner corner. One more time. I feel like I need just a tiny bit right here. I'm going to go over it with this dark brown shade brush, but I didn't add any more color. That is pretty much it for the top, and then I'm going to do the bottom part once I'm done with my face makeup. But I'm going to go ahead and remove this because I don't need it. And I did get fallout, especially from that dark brown and the gold shade. And there you go, a nice clean line right there. So done with that. I'm going to remove the fallout. Oh, that didn't really come off. Like the gold didn't really come off. I'm going to go over this area with the dark brown blending brush that I was using. Go over this edge. I feel like it looked a little harsh. Okay, so I did my other eye, and now I'm going to move on to the face. I will do the lower lash line later, as well as my inner corner and my brow bone. But I want to do my face first because then I have to be like super careful on the under eye area, and sometimes I don't mind, but sometimes I'm just like, I'll just do it later. So I'm just gonna do it later. So first I'm going to start off with my Professional. I did already use my face moisturizer and my serum. That was before I even started with my brows because I needed some moisture on my face, but I already did that part. And now I'm going to move on to the Professional, which is my primer, and this one is the Matte Rescue. It is the Jelly Primer. This look is a little bit different than what I had in mind because now it looks yellow. It's like a yellow neutral eye look and not so much much like a brown neutral eye look. You know, I was kind of going for a little bit more regular, but you know, I'm okay with color. I'm okay with it looking yellow. It's just, I lied to you, I guess, at the beginning. It's not so neutral, you know. It's just a little bit extra. It kind of looks like, to me at least, like I said earlier, it looks like a prom look. So yeah, either way, I am going to do a full face of makeup and everything, so it's going to go together. But yeah, it's not so normal gold as you would think. You know what I mean? You know exactly what type of look I'm talking about. So next is the CC cream. Like I said, it's my first time trying this out and I'm so excited. I know a lot of people love this and they say that it makes your skin look really nice and everything. This one is a full coverage CC cream. This one's color correcting full coverage cream plus anti-aging and hydrating serum. So let's try this little thing out. And I'm going to use my beauty sponge for this. Oh, this looks a little neutral, but not, it's like not orangey, not pink, but not my shade at the same time. I honestly thought it was going to be like a little too light for me because I got it in the color light, but that's okay. It's not too bad. It's just, let me see. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, because right now I have had some very bad shades. Like, not bad, but just like I haven't been matching them correctly. So this is not like way off from those. I feel like this is a lot better than some of the ones I have chosen recently. And the other ones have been a little warmer. This is very, very neutral. So far it seems very easy to blend. It's for sure giving me that full coverage finish. It's not hard to blend out. It doesn't seem too dry or cakey to where it's not easy to move it around and stuff. So far it's looking good. Like I said, it's the color light and it's not super light. So like I said earlier, like cakey or dry or anything. And the way that it feels blending out, it's like it has almost like a mousse feel to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not. But it feels good. Like, it feels good on the face. It actually matches my arms really good. It's just not my neck or my chest. So this looks really full coverage. The finish of it is very pretty too. It's not giving me like a complete matte or a dewy finish. It's kind of in the middle. So it's more like of that natural type of finish. Kind of like the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. That's the finish that it's giving me, or that I'm seeing. It gives me a very full coverage. I do not see any of my redness, and I do feel like this light one is very neutral. Like, it's even maybe a tiny bit like grayish looking. It looks like maybe around my mouth or something. I don't know. I see it, but maybe you can't see it. So yeah, it looks really good. So I guess I was missing out on that. I'm excited to see how it wears throughout the day, and I will let you know later on once I wear it and try it for a little bit longer. Like I said, I'll try it eventually with the brush and see how that works out. But right now, I'm really liking this foundation. So next, I'm going to use the Cover FX concealer. This is the Power Play concealer. This one I have in the color G Light 2. And this one's a very full coverage concealer. And basically on my highlighting areas, like I said, I do feel like the foundation looks a little grayish around here, so I'm going to try to brighten it up a little bit with the concealer. Hopefully. It kind of looks really gray, right? It's kind of weird. I guess it's because it's so neutral. It's just around my mouth. At least that's all I can tell right now. Looks so good. Very full coverage. Easy to blend. I love this concealer, and now that I've decluttered my concealers, I can see all of them, and I'm like, okay, I really can just pick any of them, and I know that I like them all until I get some new ones and see if I try some, like if anything comes out. And let me see, I got the skincare stuff that I bought from Ulta that I mentioned the other time. And so I am going to be doing that video because a ton of y'all did tell me that y'all wanted to see the skincare video. And since I got some new things, the hair mask and the hair treatment and the thing to like remove my, not to remove makeup, but like to clean my face after removing my makeup, the little machine. So I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to try all that stuff on camera. Also the little gem roller, I don't know what it's called, jade roller, I think that's what it's called. I'm going to be trying that one on camera. So that seems like it's going to be a very fun video. I hope so. So I feel like we're going to have like a girls' night video. And then for powder, I did get the Hourglass Veil out, and I'm going to use this one today, and I'm going to set my entire face My under eyes, I'm going to use the beauty sponge for it, because it's not a beauty blender. The beauty sponge for it, and then I'm going to use a brush to set my entire face. This foundation is looking really good around my nose, like on my nose, around my nose, everywhere. It does not look weird or cakey or like it's breaking apart or being patchy or anything. I like the look of it on my nose. It just looks so good. That's a problem area. And using the big powder brush, I'm going to use the same powder and just set my entire face. Okay, so while I'm still baking on my under eyes, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm going to use the Lorac Contour Kit. And I'm going to use the light shade in here. I used to be able to use the medium or mix the light and medium, but not right now. It's like everything is, it's just a little bit too much because I seriously have not been in the sun in forever, so I thought I could put my hair down, but no, not yet. So then for bronzer, I'm going to use the Smashbox Ablaze palette, and I'm also just going to use a lighter shade in here. I'm going to use this with a big fluffy brush. This one's going to be warmer. So I'm going to take my beauty sponge and also the powder, and I'm going to clean up the contour area. And for blush, I'm going to use this one by Benefit. This one is called Dallas. It is a neutral blush. It's not pink, kind of brownish pink. It looks very, very pretty with almost any makeup look. And then for highlight, I'm going to use this one by Anastasia, and I'm Resi, and I'm going to apply this on my highlighting areas. I'm also going to go ahead and apply this highlighter on my brow bone. I'm just going to remove the baking powder that I used on my bronzer area with a big fluffy brush. Okay, back to the eyes. I'm going to do my lower lash line, and I'm going to begin with the same brown that I used on my transition area, which is the light brown shade on the top row. I'm going to take a flat brush. This is the the Morphe JH43. And I'm going to apply this one on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little blending brush. Is this dirty? No, it's clean. It looked like it was. And I'm going to blend out that light brown on the bottom. Okay, so I'm not sure if I want to use black on the waterline, but I'm going to swatch this one and see how it looks. This is by Urban Decay. It has a metallic finish. It's a brown. It's called Double Life. And I think this one might look pretty on the waterline, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And if I change my mind, well, I'll use a black one. I don't think so. I think that looks pretty. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top and lower lashes. So I forgot to apply this one before the mascara, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So I haven't applied anything on the inner corner shade. I'm going to use this one right here. And I'm just taking this small little flat brush. This one's the JH42. This one's a very pretty shade. It's more like a sheer gold. You can definitely see how glowy it is, but it's more like a sheer gold, which is why it's not too dark for the inner corner. And on my lips, I'm also going to use these by Natasha Denona. This one, I'm going to use, the one all over my lips is going to be this one. This one is called Melted. This is number 2. And then on the center of my lips, I think I'm going to go ahead and do this combination. I've done it before. I really like it. This one's in the color Melba, and this is number 1. First, I'm going to use this nude lip liner. This is by CoverGirl. This one is called Caramel Nude. Now I'm going to apply the color Melted. Okay, so I went ahead and I kept it like this. I didn't add the light shade in the center of the lip. I thought I wanted it, but now that I see it like this, I like it better, so I'm good. I'm also glad I finally used the gold palette for another tutorial. Like I said, I think I've only done one, so I'm very happy with this one. And then as far as the foundation, I'm loving, loving, loving the finish of it. And one of y'all told me in my foundation declutter video where I mentioned that I was going to try it out, it's brand new to me, that you got the color light and it was still too dark for you. I completely understand what you mean because it's the same with me. But not as dark as some other foundation shades that I have been trying lately, so I'm actually okay with the color. It does match my shoulders, it just for sure doesn't match like my neck or my chest or anything, but once you apply it there, you can't even tell. So I am okay with the color, but if you do get light and you're any lighter than me, it's not gonna be your perfect match. Like, you need something a little bit lighter than this one, which I don't even know if they have one, because like I said, this one's in the color light, unless they have another, or they extended the range. I don't know. Overall, I love the finish of it. I love how it looks on my skin. I love the way that it has set on my skin now that I have my makeup on and the powder on top. Like, everything looks good. My nose looks really good, which is a problem area, and nothing looks dry or patchy or anything. The only thing, like I said, is that it does look a little grayish around like my chin, and I did do the highlighting, but I can still see a little bit gray. I don't know if you can, or maybe it's just me seeing things, but it just kind of looks like that to me. Or maybe it's because I have hair. I don't really have hair all over here, but so I don't know. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I can't wait to do that skincare video. I'm excited about that one. See how that video turns out. Probably a mess, because I'm going to do it right here on my vanity and try to do everything like on camera and show you every step. But anyways, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.